This morning on eNCA, we're focusing on what the latest crime stats reveal about Gauteng. One of the communities hardest hit is Vlakfontein. They say there's an onslaught against women in the area. Heidi Giokos is there with more on the story and joins us now. Good morning, Heidi. Women in that area do not feel safe in Vlakfontein. What are they saying? What are the challenges that they face on a daily?
Yes, indeed, Mfundo, we are in Vlakfontein, where the community has decided to gather in the area. This is Extension 3, and the reason for this is because another woman was found murdered in the bushes yesterday, and we do understand from the community members that this is not the first matter, this is not the first case. The community apparently has been complaining for some time, been reaching out to police and to whoever else is willing to listen for something to be done. They are saying that GBV is a huge problem here. But we are joined by community leader Tulani Mbata. Thank you for your time, Tulani. You're live on eNCA. Just tell us about how serious the situation is here in Vlakfontein. Just yesterday, another woman's body was found dumped just here to your right. Maybe just tell us how serious the situation is.
Thank you for this opportunity. In Vlakfontein, we've got a long string of cases, starting from the Cosa 7 case, whereby 7 people were brutally killed, including women and children. A few months back, a grade 11 learner was killed, brutally killed and raped, just here in Vlakfontein, Extension 3. And yesterday, around 11 o'clock, we discovered a body of a lady named Heidi Giokos. She's in her late 30s. We discovered that she was raped and brutally killed. So we don't have confidence in the SAPS that we have that is servicing us, which is the Nation South SAPS. On the 2nd of March this year, we tried to have a peaceful march to raise our concern, and we submitted a petition in the hope that we'll see change in our community.
Do you think that the police have failed you in this area?
Yes, we strongly feel that the police have failed in this community because they've made promises that they cannot give us a satellite police station, but they can give us a kiosk. But till to date, that kiosk is not operating. There's just a small container there that doesn't have even a single police. So if the cops are saying they are scared, they cannot come and service this area, who's supposed to protect us? So we strongly feel that this police station is not servicing us. The cops are failing us. With the new station commander that has just started in this station, we are hoping that we'll see some changes. But till to date, little can be shown. So the community has already started with community patrolling. We are trying to combat crime as a community, but the cops also need to come on board.
Okay, thank you so much. Perhaps we can bring in the ward councillor, Simpiso Zungu. Thanks for your time. I want to ask you as a ward councillor, what's happening in your ward is very worrying and concerning, and the community feels completely abandoned and neglected.
No, it's true. I think it's become a occurrence that happens almost every now and then, and we feel that the police are not really doing us much justice. And I think this is about 5th or 7th incidents, and nothing's being done about it. It's very much worrying. We were here yesterday the whole day and trying to find out exactly what could have happened, and really we are hoping that we might be able to catch these criminals.
Okay, but as a ward councillor, what support are you providing to the community? I know you don't work alone. You need the necessary support from other stakeholders, but what are you doing as a ward councillor? Because if you're saying this is about the 7th case, this seems to be a massive problem and nobody's listening or providing solutions.
No, we've brought in SEPs. Last, I think 3 weeks ago, we had the police in Daba here. We brought in the police in high positions that were here to try and see what could be done. Also, again, the CPF is working with us. We are actually trying to make sure that we get this right. Hopefully, we are hopeful that we will get it right. And it's very, very much worrying. I understand the frustration from the community. They are very frustrated. And we're actually trying to make sure that we get this right.
Are you worried about the community taking matters into their own hands? Because some community members have alluded to the fact that this is why there's mob justice, because nothing is done by SAPS, there's no tangible solution, women and children continue to be raped and murdered. Are you worried about communities taking matters into their own hands? Because right now they are so frustrated.
You know, I want to speak about this case specifically. I was here yesterday. We actually took a drive throughout the location with the police. We're actually getting the lead. But now my main one is that people don't want to come forward and speak because they do know what could have happened here. And we know that there's a gentleman who's involved here. But now no one wants to speak so that we are able to catch these criminals. And my biggest worry is that it might happen that people will take it up to their own hands because they actually do know who might have done it, but no one wants to come forward so that the steps can arrest. Yes.
Okay, thank you so much for your time. That was Thembiso Zungu, who is the ward councillor here in the area in Pundo. And unfortunately, I've lost my line to you. But just to end this off, as you can hear, the community is saying that this is about the 6th or 7th case that's happened in the last couple of years where women and children are found dumped, raped and murdered. About a couple of weeks ago or months ago, a grade 11 pupil was also found dumped and raped and murdered. So it's a huge problem. It doesn't seem to be getting any better, and authorities will have a lot to answer to because the community is saying that their presence is not being felt.
No, very disturbing there. Thank you very much to our reporter Heidi Giokos, who's out in Vlakfontein for us. More news.